It is a year today since Jazzy was laid to rest beneath the cold, withered autumn grass, withered like the hopes that clustered bright along his path here. His young life very fair and full of promise. My affections cling so about my brothers. I never felt anything a sacrifice, if for them.
Roseltha, Wolverton, Goble, October 20th, 1862.
I would have them noble, brave, and good, and now 2 of the fairest and best are lying low in the grave. But I trust the great Father had need of them. God grant thy sleep and thy hope of a glorious immortality, and may their deaths teach those who are left to prepare to depart in peace and be with God, which is far better.
Roseltha Wolverton was born in 1835 at Upper Canada, the first-born child of Enos and Harriet Wolverton, and the eldest of 7. From the age of 22 in 1857, she began writing a diary revealing close family ties and daily events, which she continued for 62 years until her death at age 84 in 1919 at Woodstock, Ontario. During that time, she transitioned from a young, single farm woman whose love for family was written on every page, to her courtship and marriage to Jasper Goble, with whom she raised 6 children. She came from pioneer American stock. Her grandmother told stories of how she helped her mother entertain General George Washington and his officers in the old days at their home in New Jersey during the Revolutionary War.
Scenes of my childhood and my youth are fresh in my memory.
3 stories tall and built of brick, Enos completed Wolverton Hall in 1855. It was more than a fine house next to the Kith River. It became the foundational center of a close-knit family for generations, and was at the heart of the small community known as Wolverton. Roseltha and her 6 siblings grew up there.
December 24th, 1862. This is Christmas Eve. It makes me think of home. Ida and Dora could hardly think of going to bed. They are so anxious to see what Santa Claus will bring them. They will be delighted in the morning. Happy childhood. December 25th, 1862. The return of the holidays makes me so long to see the boys.
From the time of her mother's death until the year of her own death more than 60 years later, Roseltha's diaries chronicled her family, including her brother's exploits in the American Civil War. Her writing reveals the vicissitudes of daily rural life. It also shows her love for her family and reveals the close ties her family had with the U.S. Travel was difficult and took time, but it became almost routine for the Wolvertons. In her diaries, she yearns for her brothers when they venture off to Cleveland across Lake Erie to go to school. While there, the Civil War broke out, and Alonzo, Jasper, and Alfred enlisted in the Union Army. Newton, the youngest at 15, followed soon afterwards.
New Year's Eve, 1863. A beautiful day, cold, clear, and bright. This glorious sunshine seems very pleasant after so many dark, rainy days. After dinner, we went skating. The ice was nice, no snow to slacken our speed. We had a good many tumbles, much fun. Did not get my letter to Alfred finished. Went to a prayer meeting in the evening. Am glad to spend the first night of the new year in praise and thanksgiving. Received a beautiful New Year's gift from my husband of a set of jewelry, a pin and earrings. I shall value them very highly for their beauty, but more because of the giver.
Typhoid had claimed Jasper in 1861. Now smallpox would do the same with Alfred.
June 25th, 1863. A letter from Father at Washington. He got there safely and found Newton well.
Roseltha's mother had met General George Washington at her home in New Jersey when she was a young girl. Now, Enos and Newton had a chance encounter with Abraham Lincoln, who then helped them retrieve Alfred's back pay from the Treasury before the two made the northward trek by train home to Canada West.
July 26, 1863. Rained all day. Have thought much about my brothers who are not. It seems almost more than I can bear, but I pray for submission and strength. I cannot write more. December 23rd, 1863. Finished Nudie's shirt and cut out 2 more. It is not hard to work for him, dear brother. A glorious night. Bright moonlight, cold and clear. The snow glistened in the moonbeams till it was like a world of diamonds. January 20th, 1864. As calm this morning as a sleeping babe, earth has such a pure white robe, unsullied by the foot of man, such beautiful snowdrifts. But it is like human life, soon to pass away. People are out with shovels and teams to make roads. (1866) I must conclude with much love to all in the old home. Your affectionate sister Rose. Letter to Alonzo in Wolverton, 1866.